Please subscribe the channel and hit the loop button. Evgeny Prigozhin, the head of the Wagner Group private military company, has been accused by the government of staging an armed insurrection. The charges were brought late Friday night after Prigozhin accused Defense Minister Sergey Shoigu and General Valery Gerasimov, the chair of the Russian General Staff, of serious crimes. Prigozhin claimed to have ordered troops loyal to him to move towards Rostov-on-Don, a major city in southern Russia. Security measures were also reportedly beefed up in Moscow. 11:11 Greenwich Mean Time. Former Russian President Dmitry Medvedev said, "The most important thing for defeating the external and internal enemy who is hungry to tear our motherland into shreds is to unite around the President and Supreme Commander of the Armed Forces. Split and betrayal lead to the greatest tragedy, to a universal disaster," he warned in a post on Telegram, vowing that the Russian authorities will not let this happen. 6:03 Greenwich Mean Time. Russia's National Anti-Terrorism Committee (NAK) has announced a counter-terrorist operation regime in Moscow and Moscow region to prevent potential terrorist attacks. 6:26 Greenwich Mean Time. The Russian Ministry of Defense has urged Wagner Group private military company soldiers to cease their armed insurrection, urging them to return to their bases. In a statement on Saturday, the ministry claimed that members of the PMC have been tricked into taking part in Wagner Group chief Evgeny Prigozhin's criminal gamble, adding that some Wagner fighters have already understood. 6:35 Greenwich Mean Time. Moscow Mayor Sergey has cancelled all mass public events, while adding that there are no restrictions on movement around the capital. 7:11 Greenwich Mean Time. All who consciously stick to the way of treason will receive imminent punishment, Russian President Vladimir Putin said in his address to the nation. He added that the country's armed forces have been given all necessary orders. 7:54 Greenwich Mean Time. The situation in Rostov-on-Don is tense, but with no disorder, a RIA Novosti correspondent reports from the scene. Earlier in the day, several media outlets shared clips of tanks moving around the city, with unidentified soldiers patrolling the streets. 8:15 Greenwich Mean Time. St. Petersburg Governor Alexander Beglov said that the situation in the city, which is a home to the Wagner Center HQ, remains stable, with increased security measures put in place. He also noted that lawful actions of law enforcement agents, including those in the Wagner Center building, have no impact on the ongoing activities in the city, apparently referring to earlier reports that operatives were conducting searches there. 8:56 Greenwich Mean Time. Voronezh Governor Alexander Guzov said the Russian military is carrying out the necessary operational and combat measures in the region as part of the ongoing counter-terrorism operation, without providing further details. 10:40 Greenwich Mean Time. The head of Russia's Chechen Republic, Ramzan Kadyrov, called the insurrection by Wagner's chief a hideous betrayal, adding that it should be quelled in order to protect the nation's unity amid the conflict in Ukraine. Chechen members of the Defense Ministry and the National Guard have already headed out to the regions where tensions are high. The insurrection must be quelled, and if harsh measures are required, we are ready for them, he stated in a post on Telegram.